What is up, everybody? It is Bob Blah Blah. Welcome to another edition of the gun review. Today we're talking about the KSG-12, and I'm going to start you off with some clips from me when I was ranking up this gun, and it was for the most part naked, meaning I didn't have the attachments yet. And you'll see that it is basically a hit marker machine before you get all of your attachments, mainly damage. And I'll explain why in a second, but I just thought it'd be fun. I usually show you just good clips. I thought it'd be fun to see the agony that comes when you rank up some of these shotguns. So first of all, the rankings so far, we have the USAS-12 in second, the AA-12 in third, and the SPAS-12 in fifth. So where will the KSG fall? Well, you will find out shortly. Now watch this, guys. Watch how close this is. Look, come on. Come on. Remember, do not bring a shotgun to a knife fight, at least until you get damaged, because you will find yourself in a lot of situations like that where you think you get the jump on someone, you think you put the shotgun right in their face, and you end up getting smoked. So let's get right into the gun stats, and let's see if we can figure out why the KSG-12 struggles until it gets damaged. The shells per mag is 12, which is tied for first. Not a huge deal because it's not a spammable weapon, so you know, having 12 rounds isn't that big of a plus. The starting ammo is 36, which is more than enough. You really don't need a ton of starting ammo with a gun like this because it is a single shot, so it's not like you're going to be using a lot of ammo, though you can see by situations like that, yeah, sometimes you do feel like you need a lot of ammo since it takes so many shells to kill. Now, the first big statistic for this gun is the pellets per shell. It only has 6 pellets per shell, whereas the other two single-shot shotguns, the SPAS and the 1887, have 8. This is a very big deal, guys. Not only does it lower the overall damage, but it makes you be a lot more accurate. You can feel like you hit him with everything, but with only 6 pellets, you have very little margin for error. One of the benefits of a shotgun in the real world and in this game, well, you get a little bit of spread, so you don't have to be perfectly accurate with one shot. Well, guess what, guys? With the KSG-12, even if you feel like you're perfectly accurate, well, you might still not get that kill. Now, if you just saw that kill, yes, guys, the rest of this gameplay is with damage and extended mags, and you will see a completely different shotgun. Let's go into the damage of this gun. The damage close is 28, which is second place. Basically, what that means is 4 pellets will get the kill anytime, and with damage, it's actually a 3-pellet kill. That's why damage makes such a huge difference on this gun. The total damage close is 168, which is third. Which is okay, but if you think about it this way, it's third out of all of the single shots, so that's not very good. The damage far is 15, which is tied for second, which is a good number, and the total damage far is 90, which is also tied for second. However, in practice, because it only has 6 pellets, you will not get very many kills at a distance until you get damage or range unlocked, and you'll notice that big time. The one-hit kill range is 9.5 meters, which is third, but once again, because of the 6 pellets, you will find yourself often getting hit markers until you get damage, and like you just saw, even with damage, you will find you will still get hit markers with this gun quite a bit. Now, that doesn't mean it's a bad gun. It is certainly a viable option. You can get good gameplays with this gun, there's no doubt. The overall range is 14.5 meters, which ties it for fourth, not bad. But once again, because of the small amount of pellets at far range, really, this is for most of the shotguns, you're not going to get too many kills. Let's get into a couple numbers that I think really dictate the story with the KSG-12. The first one is the rounds per minute. Now, at 60 rounds per minute, it is actually very similar to the SPAS and the 1887, which are both at about 65 rounds per minute, so they're almost identical. But you realize soon that just that split millisecond makes a big difference. Not being able to reload quickly, or refire quickly, is a huge deal in a gun that gets a lot of hit markers, because a lot of times you're dead before you can get that second shot off. So it is a huge deal to have a slightly lower fire rate per minute, or rounds per minute. And also you have to wonder, why does it have that lower rounds per minute, considering the gun is not exactly dominant in the other fields compared to the other single shot weapons. But take all that away, and there's a bigger number, guys. There's a real number why this gun seems to lack in a lot of ways, and that is the damage per second. I haven't gone over this number with all the guns, but this is the lowest damage per second out of all the guns at just 168. Basically, what that means is if you run into 2 enemies, unless they're right next to each other, you have virtually no chance of killing them. You know, with no spam ability, you are going to get killed more often than not. What you really have to work on with all of the single shot shotguns is, whoa, you see that one? That was a nice little long shot. What you really have to work on with all of the shotguns is strafing. And what you want to do is take that shot and immediately start strafing whether you get the kill or not. And that way, if you do happen to get a hit marker, then you're going to be okay because you're strafing and you have a chance that he's going to miss you. What I find a good cure for these shotguns is bad players. When you face bad players, these shotguns tend to do really well. if you face good players using good guns like the MP7s, the PP90M1s, and the Scars, or much worse, the Striker, because that's the enemy of any single shot shotgun, you will get destroyed. I mean, there's just not much you can do against good players with a shotgun like this. However, if you get against players that aren't that great, this shotgun can do damage. And you just saw that, guys. This shotgun has really good range once you have the damage proficiency. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but damage increases the damage of every pellet. So even though it may not seem like it, it still kind of increases range in a sense, if that your actual one-hit kill range. But that's it for this video. I ranked the KSG in 6th place, dead last. Let me know in the comments what you think of this gun. But guys, it's just kind of weak. It's still viable, but I just don't see any reason to choose it over any of the other shotguns. As you can see, you can still get good gameplays with it, but it's just not that great. So let me know in the comments what you think about the KSG, and I will talk to you guys next time on the gun review. Take it easy.